Hello there. Welcome to the quarter to three live stream of uh how do you say that word? My name is Tom Chick. I'm here Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 6 p.m. Pacific. If you've got something you'd like to see me stream, you don't have to know how to pronounce it. You just know how to type the name. Type into the chat, I vote for, and then type the name of what game you'd like to see me stream. And then on Mondays, we'll do a drawing, and that's what I'll live stream on Wednesday. So in this case, just write, no, Alex Chapman is not Radish. All right, so a radius, of course, is the length of a circle from one point to any other point, right? Wait, is that a diameter? Diameter is the full thing. Radius is to the center, if I'm not mistaken. If you have multiple of them, they're called radii. And if you have multiple radii, meaning, I don't know, more than two, a gross, I don't know what it requires, but then they're radiis, according to the name of this game. From the center to the outer boundary, Vinraith corrects me. Yeah, exactly. There's diameter, circumference, and radius. Make sure, if you're going to be measuring circles, don't confuse them, or you'll totally mess things up. Alex Chapman says, Tom, don't ever be a maths teacher. What? Everything I just said was correct so far. Now, here's the irony. Why is this referencing the measuring of circles when, as you can see, there are clearly hexes in here? Although, actually, you can have a radius from a hex, right? Like we're going to see in a minute. This is I should tell you guys, the premise of this game, it's a turn-based strategy game about conquering territory, but there are no moving parts. You just fight completely with buildings. It's made by a developer called Urban Goose. And all I could find out about Urban Goose is that if you go to this game's website, there's the option to read it in English or French. So from that, I'm inferring they are a French developer. Fred Uwe says, hey, what about Mad Max Friday? It is Mad Max Friday today. I'm glad that Fred Uwe brought that up. I believe it's a nationally recognized holiday. But I thought we would take a break for something more cerebral, like radiis. So the buildings will have a range of effect, and I guess you could think of the range as a radius. Does a radius have to strictly apply to a circle? I don't know the answer to that. That's where you want me to not teach math. If you raise your hand, if you're like in the front row, like Alex Chapman would be every day, and you raise your hand, and I'm like, yes, Mr. Chapman, you had a question. And he's like, if it's not technically a circle. Oh, he's English. He would be like this. If it's not technically a circle, sir, can it have a radius? That would be the point at which I would concede, Mr. Chapman, I probably shouldn't be up here teaching you math because I don't know the answer to that question. So, Alex Chapman says I'm basically Jon Snow. I know nothing. Vinraith, the idea of a radial distance from a particular point applies pretty generally. Sweet. Now I would be equipped to teach Alex Chapman's math class. And when he asks that question, I would be, no, it doesn't have to apply to a circle. It can be any radial distance from any particular point. Polar coordinates and so on, Vinraith says. Don't know what it has to do with polar bears, but okay. All right, so what's the deal with this game? Why did you download this? I downloaded it because it was like, hey, turn-based strategy. Instead of armies, have buildings. I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. I'll give that a shot. And you, of course, the first thing I check is, look, is there a manual I can read? I'm okay with learning how to play a game in one fell swoop. Nope, no manual. There's no like how to play. There's no tutorial. So okay, I'll click on the campaign, and then you do the basics mission because the campaign just has this, and then it unlocks this. And you're like, oh, okay. So I'll talk you guys through it. Basics is just saying, hey, drop a building down, and it controls territory around it. Eventually, your building's territory control drives back the other guy's territory control, and you win. It's the baby level. Then Variety of Lands explains, you know what? Different buildings have different amounts of efficacy based on the terrain they're in. That point I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. You know what? This one says, elevation also factors. A building cannot influence a terrain tile that is more than one step higher than it. So if you can find your own goal on heights, your own hex that's two steps higher than the surrounding hexes, well, first of all, how are you going to get up there? You have to get up there a certain way, and then if you get up there, everything that it overlooks, it can attack, quote unquote, with impunity. So I'm like, oh, okay, so we have buildings, we have terrain type, and we have elevation. What else are there? Wait a minute, there's different kinds of buildings. And this is what I'm going to show you now, because this is now saying, you know what, sometimes you have to fight more than one faction. And this is where I got stuck. I played this scenario. I could have it came to a standstill at a certain point. I'm like, I can't make any progress with this. I stopped playing, and I did what I'm going to do with you guys a little later. I backed out of here and was like, you know what? Forget the campaign. I'm just going to start a skirmish game, which has all the rules in it. And that's where I decided, oh, I'm going to stream this. But before we get to that, let me just show you guys where I got stuck. Because in the interim, meaning just this morning, they released a patch that made Mission 5 in the campaign easier. So, here we go. Oh, Fredui, that's cute. He thinks he can vote for Star Citizen. Is that on Steam? I don't think so. Is that even playable? Alright, here's the sound design of Radiis. So this is a fixed map. It shows WSD moves the cursor around. Here are the buildings you can build. There are also the number keys. If you pick a number key, it'll highlight it under your cursor. Pick it again, it turns it off. So we got a couple of things. This is his town. Yeah, he starts with one town. I start with one town. Now the town, I'll just show you here. It has a range, or might we say a radius, of 2 hexes. And in those 2 hexes, it exerts 100 points of population growth per turn, 50 points of population damage per turn to any hostile population, which we can see is starting to amass over on this tile, and 25 points of building damage. So basically what this is getting at, a town is just a place where people live and they migrate out of it into the surrounding hexes. A camp, however, it's more expensive and it goes farther. Its radius of effect, its range, is 1 additional hex, so it's 3 hexes. It doesn't really spread population. It instead spreads population damage. So you can think of this in a way as an army. You drop this down, and look at this radius. Look at the range that it's going. Now, all that's happening in that range, though, is mainly population damage. And since we can tell by highlighting the hex in the bottom right, it shows you the maximum population it can reach, as well as its altitude and its population. Nobody lives here, so building a camp there would be stupid. Now, we'll get to the towers and the castles in a minute. So I'm just going to start building towns, and you'll see this is a elevation 2, that's an elevation 3. So this town can have an effect up here. If I were down here, for instance, this is elevation 3, here's elevation 1. You can't go from here to this hex. You have to go from here and then step up to there. So that just gives you a sense. There's actually no prohibitive elevation. There are no like dead ends for elevation. The idea of what it's doing here is it's just an uphill struggle. So let's just go ahead and build a few towns. Here's how much gold we have, 1,000 gold. A town costs 200. Let's just start spreading our population. And you can only build, by the way, where you have population. There's no population here. I can't build there. Look here. 100 of my people live there. 100 there. I can build in any of these places. So let's build there. One of the things we're doing, actually the only thing we're trying to do, the victory condition in this case is to control 190 tiles. We're 10% of the way. Alright. This does have multiplayer, by the way, but only with people at the same location. Now this is turn-based. I'm down to 400 gold. I can't build out here because I don't have the population there. It's just showing me, hey, there's going to be population there next turn. If I just hit the space bar, click this, it ends the turn. And there we go. These turns go pretty quickly. This isn't like Civ 5 or Warhammer 2 or even Gladius. So let's see. we now, you'll see, we've pushed our population out further. And look at this. So here's where terrain comes into play. See, this is rocky. You can only have 200 people living on rocks. Everybody knows that. There's nothing to eat there. But you come down here on a grassland, you can have 1,000 people live there. So this is going to take longer to fill up, and it's going to give us... Does population give us more money? I'm assuming the greater your population, the more money you get. I could be just inventing that. Maybe I'm inventing that. Maybe your income is strictly a factor of hexes you control. I should probably look into that. I should have learned this game before I streamed it. So at any rate, now we've got 400 gold. Look at our income. It's not very high. You know what? I would like to know how to get my income higher. Let's just spread out here. Alright, now we have no money, so we're basically just going to be hitting next turn for a while. Let's see what the AI is doing. Oh, he's built camps. I guess just for distance. How did he get out there? How did he get up here? Oh, they started in 2 different places. Alright, the AI gets a little bit of a leg out. Alright, okay, so look, now our income has gone up, so I'm assuming it's a factor of population. Because we're not controlling additional tiles. Actually, we can test this. We're not going to grab any additional tiles this turn. We're just going to increase our population in these places. If our income is higher than 27 next time, then we know that income is a factor of population and not geography. There we go, yeah. So, of course, you want to populate these fertile tiles, it rhymes, to get more money. Do they have fertile tiles? They do. There's one there. I don't know why there's a nighttime sort of palette draped over... Oh, look at all these fertile tiles. That's why... When I played before, I was like, I'm not going to come out here. I'm just going to hold these 2 lines and let them fight over this central area. And I couldn't make any progress. I think you want to get in here and get these fertile tiles. Alex Chapman says this is 11:24 in Steam right now, until July 26th. Oh, you guys are talking about Northgard. I almost live-streamed Northgard because they added a new faction, which looks pretty cool. But I started playing it again and realized, oh god, I don't have my Northgard legs under me. It's not going to be very pretty if I stream it. All right, we can't do anything until we get 200 gold. There we go. Let's go ahead and start coming down here. I'd like to grab these fertile tiles here. We gotta wait till we get 200 gold. We can see it's also going fairly slowly for them. Now, I want you to remember this. Right now, as we're playing, it's a fairly slow expansion, right? You spend all your money, you go into this neutral territory, you wait for your population to build, to raise this number. It's going to be a while before you bang into someone else's borders and start being able to need these, much less afford them. I want you to remember that when we go to a skirmish game, and the game does something very, very different, which the campaign doesn't have any indication of yet. Alright, so let's put it down here and start grabbing these fertile tiles. I like saying fertile tile. Our income. Oh, look at the big money we're making. Alright, let's drop another town. That'll get us 2 fertile tiles. And we can also look at their incomes as well. Hey, how come they're making so much money? I don't know. I don't approve of that. Alright, we have another 200. Now, he's starting to come down here. I'm thinking it's going to be a while. Okay, you know, before we actually save up to get to 500, let's go here, and that'll grab us 2 more fertile tiles. Alright, now, no more civic expansion. Forget these rocks. These rocks are stupid. I'd invite them to come up here, because they can only get to 200 population. And plus, I'll see them coming up, because they have to occupy this step first. And to do that, they'll have to build over here to spread their radius up here. So it's going to be a while before they come in these sides. This is where the real fighting is going to be. We're going to save up until we can afford a military building, which is 500. So I'm just going to hit next turn, next turn, next turn for a while. And you can see here, look. This tile's total population is 2,000. It's grasslands. I've got 200 people living there. He's got 200 people living there. We're each adding 50 per turn. Why is that? Because that's what the population growth is. Oh! So it's the percentage. So it looks like because he's got a town applying, I've got a town applying. Population growth. I guess we're putting a... I'm not entirely sure. You can see the little pie chart. It's pretty clear what's happening. It visualizes it there. As for the mechanics of it, I'm not entirely sure. All right, we're a couple of turns away from being able to get military. All right, we can now get military. So, we've got some options. The castle is awesome because it has a bazillion hit points. Well, 500 hit points. It doesn't extend its radius very far, and it also doesn't do much for population. It does the same. Let's see, population. It does the same as a town, but it's only got a radius of 1 square. The castle's just a fat little squat building that sits there and can soak up damage. So we're not going to build a castle now because there's nothing that's really doing building damage. That's what these towers are. The towers don't do... Oh, they do the same population growth as a town. The same range. But they also do building damage. All right. So the towers have a greater range. And look what happens if I were to place this tower. There's where it's going to spread the same population effect as a town. I guess I want this. But you'll note the building is flashing because it's going to start damaging that building. Now if I... 3, 1, 2, wait. I'm a little confused. Doesn't it say range? Oh, range 2. Why did I think the camp is range 3? All right. The town's also going to build, you know, because if we do this and then build this camp back here, it can attack this town with impunity. And it can start pushing more population here. I think I'm going to do this. And you'll see now, look, combat. So this thing, it spreads, the camp spreads 25 points of building damage per turn. This town here, does it show how much? Yeah, it has 75 out of 100 points of damage, and you can see towns have 100 hit points. So unless he puts something up here, this camp is going to destroy this town. Basically, an army is projecting out of here, and then my population is going to start pushing forward. So we want to get another increment of 500. Oh, look. Okay, you guys ready to see some destruction graphics? Watch this. This is going to be super dramatic. There you go. How's that for production value? 400, and see, now look, I'm starting to push them out here. I'm basically forcing them to migrate out of this territory, and I can build here now. I think we also want to do a camp. Shoot. 1, 2, 3. Confused. There, that'll hit the town. Oh, because it can't go 2 spaces above it. Right. If I put this here, then it can project population onto here. But if I put it at elevation 0, it cannot project population or building damage to elevation 2. So fortunately, let's do this. And neither of them's coming up here. And in a few more turns, it's going to kill this town. Let's see what their income is at. Yeah, okay, so I'm about to double their income. Clearly, you're supposed to come out here and grab these middle fertile tiles. Do I want to do a town here to contest this fertile? Let's do a town here. Start contesting him up there as well. All right. And look, see, I'm driving him back. Okay, now we can do a camp. 1, 2, yeah, a camp. Let's do... You know what, do we want to get crazy and go ahead and put a tower? No, let's do a camp. Right here. Because the camp, by the way, has 5 times as many hit points as the town. The town will ding it a tiny little bit, but the camp... And there's no healing in this game. And there's also no armies. Now remember, all this stuff I'm showing you is the campaign game, which slowly introduces gameplay mechanics. If you think, oh, this is simple and trite and boring, wait till I show you what the stuff that's in this full skirmish game that we have no inkling of right now, which is where I decided, oh, okay, this looks kind of cool. We want to get up here, so I'm actually just going to put a cheap little town so that I can put a camp up here. Okay, and then a camp here to see how far back into his territory the camp is pushing. And we just want to be careful that to watch, make sure he's not building any military buildings. Oh, look here. See, he started to get up there. All right, so we're actually going to go ahead and just finish pushing our way out there. Oh, he's already come up. Shoot, I wasn't paying attention. You guys let these guys slip in my rear. You're terrible rear guards. By the way, all the positive stuff being said about Northgard in the YouTube chat, I agree with it like 95%. I think Hornboss is a little bit more enamored of it than I am, but it's definitely a very, very cool game, and it does some really cool stuff. Yeah, see, look, now we're fighting here over rocks. Okay, I need to get to 500, so let's see. Should I just start pushing out like this? So these towns will fight, you know, let's do that. Make sure to drive him off. So we've got the middle. They're not contesting us here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're not contesting us here. They are contesting us out here. Let's see, what's their income? Yeah, definitely. And then let's put a camp here. Look at this. This camp here is going to start digging all 3 of these towns. Boom. There's my goal on heights. What just blew up? What just blew up? Okay, oh, that was his stuff over here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put a town. Yeah, let's put a town there. We'll just start contesting these. And let this do its thing. Oh, we're out of money. Oh, look at that destruction. Alex Chapman, why aren't you using military buildings? Oh, why aren't they using military buildings? Alex Chapman, I'm guessing it's because they're having it's taking them longer because their income is lower. Or maybe they're dumb. I mean, it's a super mathy game, so I would expect the AI to not be too dumb. But also, I've clearly got the economic advantage once I realized, oh, you're supposed to come out here and grab these fertile tiles. Oh, actually, you know what? I bet I spread faster into them. I should do this to populate the fertile tiles more quickly. There. Let's see that. Yeah, because look, the population's good. Oh, fertile tile, it's 20,000 people it can hold. Ah, see, I'm learning this game. Yeah, they are just throwing cities into the teeth of my camp up here. That does not seem like a very wise use of their money. Now, watch this one. So here's a tower. If I put it here... Oh, it's terrible. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Okay, let's put camps here, which will start attacking their buildings. The tower would make such quick work of it, but the camp just extends farther, so... This camp here is taking a beating. You can remove any building you want at any time. You don't get a refund for it by right-clicking. And I learned that the hard way. Alex Chapman, there are 2 green tiles at the very top. Oh, right. So this is my my other rear. So yeah, we'll put a town there. There, just start spreading into those. They weren't this green, if that's what you were wondering. You might be thinking, oh, there's water. Why aren't there boats? Stand by. Oh, look, here's a military building. All right, so here's what we have to do next turn. Shoot. All right, that went a little more quickly. So I need to build a tower, but note the tower can't attack at an elevation 2 points higher. If I build a tower here, it can handily take out this camp. But first, I need to get some population here. So let's see. And then I'll... yeah, alright. So let's see if this will give me a sliver of population. I don't think it will. Let's see. No, I think it... I've got 2 towns. So actually, let's do the math. I've got, so town population growth is 100, the camp population growth is 500. So I've got 700 population growth here next turn. Oh, I wonder, and he's got 500. So what does that minus 90 influence mean? Minus 240 influence. So much math. Let me just hit next turn and see what happens. No, I'm not getting a sliver. Alright. This might be ill-advised. I'm going all in on this side. I just need one sliver so I can put a tower on this step. Oh god, he built a castle. Alright, this is terrible. Shoot. And he built a tower. Oh, this is horrible. This game's stupid. Alright, so let's build it. The thing about castles is you can easily put a tower out of range of the castle to trash it. Now, the camp will be attacking this tower. Shoot. How tough is the tower? 1,000 health. Building damage. Oh, the camp does very little building damage. It does population damage. Alright, so let's do that. And now I'm out of money. What's their income? I don't like their income being so high. I'm still filling these up. Alright. Yeah, they're coming down this hill at me. That's rude. Oh, you know what I'll do? Okay, guys, fine. Come down the hill. See if I care. Yeah, do that in your rear. What do you think of that? What about you guys? No, can't build anything. Oh, really? Okay, well, you know what? Here's our line in the sand. No further. Shoot, the stupid tower's up too high. I mean, their castle's up too high. Alright, let's do this. No, that won't hit the castle. That'll hit the castle. Oh, but that's a... Okay, yeah, we'll have dual camps right here. What? He built a castle. Oh. This is uncool. Alright, in a minute we might just have to go to the skirmish mode. Alright, let's build a tower up here. I am fighting an effective holding action. Okay, and now let's, yeah, I don't like this guy's pop... 1, 2, they'll do that out of range of his tower. Ouch, this tower here is a jerk. Alright, fine, you know what? I'll trade you towers. Shit. I have to be able to punch his tower. There. I can afford to outspend him. Christie Gaines, this is not a skirmish. This is the 5th campaign mission. And it's not showing you a lot of the dynamics of the game, which I'm going to jump into in a minute. So I think I'm going to lose this. Hey, you know what? I don't think I'm going to lose this. I'm going to think positively. See? Look. And then I could afford to absorb these losses better than they can. Can I? Yeah, I've totally got double their income. And I've still got these to fill. These fertile tiles. Which give me a lot of money. So here's actually an issue. Oh yeah, okay, so that's a fertile tile there. There are little dots on it. You can barely see it. Think of them as, I don't know, maybe like sheep or whatever. How can you tell a fertile tile under a town? If I was a game designer, I might make there be some sort of a filter you can turn on and off. Alright, so let's see. Do we want to... you know what, let's wait another turn, and then we can put a military building down. Alright, this castle's fine. This castle, let's see, let's do that. Oh, you know, let's actually put a tower here. Oh, but the tower won't hit... Oh, elevation is annoying. You know, I'm okay with doing that. That'll mess up anything he builds there. And then we can get in with this town. He's got castles pushing us here. All right. Let's knock those down. So castles are great, but they just don't go very far. So this castle's dead. It can't even reach this tower. Same with this castle. All right, another turn. 2 more turns and we build another military building. Yeah, he built a tower there. What a jerk. He's trading towers with me, but you know what? Fine. I'll do that. Yeah, same here. He's building towers. You know what? It's not fair that I'm having to fight 2 of them. Let's see. Vinwraith, I'm a little concerned about the readability. The colors seem to obscure a lot of information. They kind of do. I think the idea is that the shape of the buildings picks up the slack, but as far as the importance of the tiles for how much population is on them, I kind of agree. Because it looks like, at least in this mission, these fertile tiles are clearly the way to go. There's a lot of income I can get out of there that they can't. Alright, 1 more turn, we can do another military building. Let's see, where do we need to... This is fine over here. Alright, so let's put this, and now this tower will damage with impunity his castle. And he's throwing another tower at us. You know what? That's fine. So now we can double up towers on his tower. And then we can put a camp here. What's the population growth? Actually, no, we mainly want population growth. Oh, that's the thing about the castle. Look at that crazy adjacent population growth. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I feel like I'm learning. Alright, we're about to lose a tower here. Alright, so we'll spend our money dropping another tower. Although he's going to lose his tower. You know, let's do this. Why can't I? Oh, because he's got more population than me. Twin castles? It seems a little overkill. Let's do it. And then a tower here. No, you know what? Another castle here. That's the thing that I didn't realize. The castle has 5 times the population projection of any other building. It just does it in a shorter range. So if you inch forward with castles, that's kind of foolproof-ish. And do that over here, too. Actually, no, I gotta take down his tower. Do that. And then this will punch the tower back as it's punching us. Yeah, look how hardy these castles are. Alright, these are gonna... JC Lebdev, this map reminds me of Tom Clancy's Ruthless.com. It does kind of, the hexes. It reminds me, I was trying to think of the game, there's a steampunk-themed game where you fight on hexes. It might even be on like the PS3. And you would build like blimps and harvesters, and eventually you would harvest a hex so much that it would fall off of the map. So as you were playing, you were basically depleting the very terrain you were trying to control. What was the name of that thing? I want to say something like Steampunk Incorporated or something like that. I'm going to put... And we're going to say... It's really unfair that I have to fight on 2 fronts. I feel like they're cheating. Alright, so this castle will get up here. Can I see? I wish I could see how much money. Alright, so every 5 turns they can build a military building. Every 2 turns I can do it. Yeah, I don't like their castle here. You know, let's go ahead and do that. Nope, because it'll let's do that. Yeah, there's another tower. Man, these guys are jerks. I wonder if I should just be pushing one of the players. You know what, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, new decision. Holding action against green. This is what I've been doing anyway. Aggressive push against red. And that will give us the win. That's my prediction. Alright. Aggressive population spread. Also, green isn't advancing here, which is helpful. Yeah, look at this population push here. Can I do that? Not quite. What about that? Oh, you know what? That will trash both of his towns over there. Yeah, we're going to take away these fertile tiles from him. Alright, he's putting up another tower there. We're going to trade. He's going to try to trade towers, but I will do that. Also going to do that. Green, what are you doing? Green seems to be nice and passive over there. Tower trading, which I'm okay with. That's the way you want to play it, Red. Yeah, what he's relying on here is the building damage is 25 from this camp. And it's just slowly chipping away at these castles. Which, you know what? Go for it. That's what you gotta do. You know, another tower. Let's just make sure he can't get a comfortable place to put towers here. There we go. I have a good feeling about this one. And then a castle here to just grab these steps right here. And that should close him off. Actually, we'll put something down here to start spreading population into the fertile tiles. Would a town do it? Yeah. Slowly. Well, you know, the castle right here would do it. But we can't build it because we don't have the influence yet. Oh, look at that jerk! Built that tower back there. Alright. What's going on over here? Green still nice and passive. Alright. Alex Chapman, put a castle on the top left. So here's what I want to do. Castle right here, and it's going to start pouring population at 500 per turn into these 20,000 population limit fertile tiles, which is where I think red is getting a lot of his income. Oh, Christy Gaines, there's a day-night cycle. You're right, it's now daytime. Wish I could I turn that off? Looks like you can't. Day-night cycle, unless it has any effect, I really don't need that sort of graphic flourish. Alright, put a castle here to just push our population up here on this step. Now we can do 2 military buildings. I'm not even going to poke green. Remember, we're just doing a holding action against green. I don't know what green's up to. Amount of currency. Yeah, there's... Oh, you can see how much money they have. Why is green sitting on 3,000 space bucks? Green seems to have left the game. Haha, green. You suck. Alright, so actually let's do... I can't get the camp towards projecting population up here because of elevation stuff. I can't do anything else there. What about... you know what, I'll sit. Because if he builds something over here, that's that much less money he can spend up here, so alright. Yep, and there's that tower. Fine, go for it, see if I care. Influence on tile, plus 800. Yeah, okay, so... Oh, and it's full. So he's getting a fair amount. It looks like he's basically got 18,000, 17,000 people there. I wonder if we should do this. Yeah, how about that? I can afford it. It deprives him of his income. Oh, and there you go. Now, why aren't I grabbing this? Influence on tile, plus 950. In my favor, right? Why didn't this turn to my color? A little confused on how that's working. So here it is. It's projecting 500 points of population growth up here. As a matter of fact, with these two castles, I should be projecting 1,000 points of population growth versus his 50 points, right? Oh, population damage. So then why isn't this turning blue? It's really confusing me. Do I need to destroy the town or something? Greed Corp. Thank you, Vinwraith. Wait. Yeah. Oh, right. Goblins Inc. is the other, that other board game. It's a roll and move thing. Greed Corp. Exactly it. Is that on the PC? Let me go check on Steam. Store. Should be Greed Corp. Yeah! Oh, why aren't we playing that? Look at that thing. How is that not in... Oh, because, yeah, I must have played it on the PS3. Oh, I should beat McMaster's ass in that game. This is alarming. There's something going on here that I'm not understanding. Look at that. Influence on tile, plus 950. Do I... Oh, you know what? I think I... Alright, so I'm exerting... I guess influence only goes in... So I'm exerting 100 points of population damage. He's applying 100 points of population growth. But I'm applying... Alright, well, clearly if I do this... No, because I can't get up there. Shoot a monkey. Do I need to tear down one of these castles? And put this here? Yeah, that's what it took. Huh, alright, a little unclear on that. Okay, let's just do... Tower... Yeah, now this is a little crazy. We're just pushing forward. Back it up with the camp. Let's see, anyone else making progress? No. Hey, nice try. These towers will take care of it. How is it that you still got so many people living there? This is like... okay. Alright, so here, influence on tile, negative 80. I don't know what the difference is between, like, influence on tile and population damage. It really is like green just walked away. Look, they've got 5,000 gold, basically. They're not even spending it. Which is fine with me. Green gave up. They must have been on a timer. They had to be somewhere. They had an appointment. Population growth, 100... So a tower should be pushing the population. I did that. Oh, I can't afford it yet anyway. Alright, well, I'm doing a ton of population damage, right? So because my population damage here is being applied by 2 camps, and he's only got 1 camp that reaches these, why aren't I pushing into these tiles? Why is my influence minus 80? I do want to go ahead and do this, because I need to shut that tile down so he stops getting in my rear there. How much does he have? Oh, look at his income. And he built another tower there, or a castle there, which is going to go down quickly. Alex Chapman, maybe there's a special mechanism for rocks. I mean, he's not growing into it either. And you'll note we're pushing him back here. Maybe it's just like the 200 people that settle there every turn are summarily killed. Because look what's going on down here. I think I'm about to take that. Well, see, let's end turn and look. Now you know I gotta do. This little rump kingdom he's got here is really annoying. Yeah, look, we're slowly dialing him back here. Population 280. I think it's, yeah, like Alex said, everybody who tries to live on these rocks just gets smacked down by various population damages. Oh, wait. Alright, so any 200 people that I get to live here, that's interesting, Alex Chapman. That's exactly, I bet, what's going on. Is that even if I'm projecting a whole bunch of population growth out here, every turn it gets killed by his 200 points of population damage from this camp. So in a way, rocks are... yeah, they're like a no man's land. Alright, but look here. I'm going to be able to push back here. Let's do those. He still has so many people living back there. But you know what? If he wants to spend his money back there, he can have at it. Alright, look. Now, how long before I can start building down here? If I can just put a tower down, I can take out these 2 camps easy. Yeah, I guess I have to get at least 1 person living there. Oh, come on, more... Influence on tile, negative... 1,000 people can live there. I am settling every turn. Well, the tower's settling 100, and the camp is settling 200. So I'm settling 300 people. And he's killing 300 with... wait, population damage for a town. No, he's killing 250. Alex Chapman, replace the tower with a town. Oh, Alex Chapman, you're a genius. And not a town, Alex Chapman, a camp, right? Population growth. Or actually, maybe a castle. No, Alex, you definitely have the right idea. Let's put a town there first. Let's see. Didn't seem to do it. Let's try a castle. Well, no, because we can... Another camp, maybe? Oh, look how much money I've got. Oh my god, this is silly. Let's go ahead and do... Population 00. Influence on tile. Negative 440. Not making any progress there. So maybe another camp? Because then my 2 camps will counter his 2 camps, but then how can I get positive? But his town... Alright, we're knocking this down where he's only got 1 camp. And presumably my... oh, I've only got 1. Alright, I think we've at least secured that little rump kingdom. This is... I am what you would call nonplussed. I'm just gonna have to come through this area. Maybe because green's given up, I can just take his territory for free. Actually, let's try that. Oh my gosh, uh-oh, I kicked the bear. Oops. I hope I don't regret that. Shoot a monkey. He can outspend me over there. I maybe shouldn't be doing that. Shoot. Yeah, I'm at a loss. I don't, and here we are, another night. I don't know what's here to... I don't know how to get population out there. The most population... Oh, castles, maybe? Or did I try that before? I forgot if I tried that. Alright, let's try this and put a castle there. It's obviously what I kind of figured out before, is just push castles. Alright, I'm a little unclear on why that's working so well, but I'll take it. So here we go, this will wrap it up. Alright, 79%. I think once we just finish off red, that'll be a win. Here to push him out of these fertile tiles. Camp over here to start moving forward. This reaches, a tower to reach. There we go. Green did settle down. So yeah, it looks like I'm guessing green is sort of programmed to not go any farther than a certain line. Oh, look. Pushed me back over here. Pretty sneaky, jerk. Will this get me tonight? I might have to push green. Because you know the victory condition is a number of tiles controlled, not population. Wait, is that right? Yes. Alright, so let's start pushing in on green. How much money does he have? He's at 6,000. Okay, this... that's still up? Let's see. That'll finish that off, and the camp will fill in the rest of it. Alright. Red is dead now. And we just need 4% more land. Bet if I grab... There's some, and then... Alright, now he's down, he's lost all of his money. So, okay, it's just a matter of time. Here we go. Let's, I guess, a tower here. Tower here. Castle. 97%. Let's finish off the towers. Alright, and then we're going to look at a skirmish game, and I'll show you what we see. World War I part. This is the trench warfare. You know what? I think I need a castle to push. Yeah. Get a little beachhead down here. Aren't I getting a beachhead? I think, right, I need population damage from a... There we go. This needs to be bringing up the rear. There we go. As you can see, I'm really good at this game. I just got an achievement for finishing Mission 5. Continue. You sure you want to go back to the campaign menu? Yes. Let's see what the next mission is, and then I'll show you guys a skirmish. Neutrality, not everyone's your enemy. The gray buildings will not try to expand, but will attack you if you get too close. They're Switzerland. However, these buildings are located in far better lands than yours. Don't hesitate to attack them if needed. Let's actually just start it up and take a look at what it looks like. Look at this. Hint. Tab key can be used to switch between resource types. What? Stand by for that, and you can turn the map. Oh my god! See that? It's a citadel. You're like, oh, is that just some special thing they put for the AI? Nope. Alright, so there's that guy with the town there, there's me with the town here. Oh, again, I have to fight 2 dudes? That's not... 3 dudes? So unfair. They will fight each other, by the way. Alright, so you're like, wait a minute, well, what's the deal with the Citadel? Okay, let's go to a skirmish game and so you guys can see what the full thing is. Alright, skirmish. Put an AI player in there. We'll do, let me go to a medium map because I want to show you. So you guys saw in the previous game, you have to build up a population to make gold, right? And until you get a healthy gold income going, it's going to progress pretty slowly. I think you saw how we had to expand across the rocks and fill the population into those fertile tiles. That's not how the game plays. There's a very early, frantic, violent land grab that I'm going to show you. Map type. So I hate this. Difficulty levels. Well, what do they change? Oh, hard. I didn't see that before. Strategist AI currency. Oh, it's just giving the AI a bonus. Okay, never mind. I thought that was some scoring after the fact. It's just giving the AI a bonus or a penalty. Oh, resources. All right. Okay, never mind. I know what that is. For a minute, I was thinking there was some kind of meta game going on I didn't understand, or scoring. All right, here we go. You ready for how crazy this is? It's a randomized map, by the way, against one red player. Thank you, Tooltip, for telling me towns can still be useful late in the game. What? You're like, wait, huh? What's all that on the map? There's boats. What are these gray things? Why are they grayed out? What are these up here? There's money. Huh? You're like, wait a minute. Look, there's desert terrain. What is that? A forest. Oh, so the tile, I guess, is just its population limit. So let's see. It goes probably like rocks 200. What's the difference between rocks and snow? Rocks is 200. Desert is 500. Forest. Wait, what is a forest? That forest is 750, but that one is 500? Hold on. Is it a facet of altitude? Yes, it is, it looks like. Yeah, high desert has fewer people. Ah. All right, so the more fertile and the lower altitude the terrain, the more people can live there. That's a little weird. All right, well, we're over here. Red. Oh. Haha, this isn't very fair. Red got stuck on an archipelago. All right, I'm going to show you how quickly this game will be over. So, and remember when I said, okay, you got to slowly develop, and it takes you a while to get an income going. Because look, we start with $1,000. So I want to show you real quick a couple of what happened. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go ahead and start building out some towns. There we go. I hit next turn. Build out a few more towns. I should probably just explain the game rather than talk you guys through my voyage of discovery. And now I'm out of money, right? My income is 6. I can't build another town until I get 200 space bucks. Now my income is 13. My income is 19. My income is 25. All right, what I'm going to explain to you happened a lot more quickly in the other map, but you'll see in a minute. My income is 31. In about 3 or 4 turns, I'm going to be able to build another town. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's build another town. What? How is he over here already? Wait, what? He's got castle? Can't... Oh my gosh, the AI cheats. This game is incompetently designed and programmed. The AI just has no economic limitations. Because look, we both started with 1,000. And I could even see, look how much gold he's got. He's got 65 gold and he's only getting 130 per turn. This game's terrible. I'm going to go uninstall it. What? And you'll see in a minute. He's about to hit. Look, we lost because he hit the threshold. Because this game cheats. Nope. What happened was, there's no manual with this game. We're 6 missions into the campaign, and there's no indication of what I'm about to show you. What happened was, this will be on the same map. That's where these resources come into play. The tab button cycles amongst 3 different resources. Here's gold. Here's the resource that is, of course, economically based, and it's slow to build up, and you can only buy the things in blue with gold. And you can even see up here. There are also a resource called land claims, and I don't actually understand this one yet. There's a resource called conquests. And as we cycle through these things, certain things gray out and some are lit up. What? So cost, look, if I have 5 conquests, I can build a factory. And look at the factory, by the way. Range 8. It's a little crazy. If I have 5 conquests, I can build a mortar. Here's that citadel we saw, which is population growth 500, range 4. And look at that health, 10,000, whereas a castle's only 5,000. There's also a boat and a warship. And these basically are how you spread population. You can control water with these. So what's happening, I'll just show you guys, is let's spend our money real quick. And I'm going to build 2 camps. Because that's going to spread my population farther. What that's going to do with these camps, each of these that I grab is going to give me a land claim point. Let's go to land claim points. You'll notice with 5 land claim points, I can build a camp. So let's hit return. Look, now I've suddenly got 36 land claim points. And you can see also, oh, I didn't even realize this. It shows how many the other player has. So we're basically keeping a pace. He's doing a little bit better than me. I'm doing a little bit better on gold. So with these land claims, is he building castles yet? No, haha, he's in the archipelago. Let's go ahead and do that. And we can build out there. Is there any reason to expand over here? I don't think so. It's like a bit of a waste. No, we're just going to push into this area. Land claim's 52. He's only at 43, so he's falling behind the land claim. Because the camps have a range of 3, I'm just gobbling up lands more quickly. Actually, how many land claims is it? 50 land claims. What if I did? Oh, that's not that impressive. So the mortar. Oh, the factory. That's the range 8. Is that worth 50 land claims? Yeah. Oh my god. Build a factory up here. What am I? Yeah, no, let's do this, right? Someone do the math for me. Does that seem effective? I'm doing it. Look at that. Oh my god, 131 land claims to his 36. So I kind of have to respect the game. Like, this is what happens when you have one race start on a big continent and another race or faction stuck in an archipelago. So right away, this map, grossly unfair. Oh my god. 180. Sorry, AI, you should have started on a continent. Get good. About... let's see. There. So, these cross water, right? Oh my gosh, look at that. Does it do... So it does no population damage. Oh, the mortar. That's 50 life. Oh. It's not as long range as I thought. Alright, so to get across... I think we should expand out here. Doesn't seem worth it. At this point, we want to start using camps, right? Oh, we want to start using... Oh, gold. Yeah, our gold income is still super low, but that's, you know... Yeah, it's spreading population growth. Actually, is it better to just start... No. Oh, and you'll note you can't buy towns with the land claims. I think just camps. Like, 10 camps are going to do better than 1 factory, right? Let's just start filling in these... backfilling these areas with camps. Make sure... Yeah. Does that look right? There. Where else? Is this worth it? Yeah, I'll grab a few tiles. And can we reach this island? Yes. So remember, the camp has a range of 3. What has a range of 4? This has a range of 4, but it's super expensive. Alright, so we'll put a camp there. And to get up here... Yeah, camp there. There we go. Alright, so pretty much the free up-for-grabs land stuff is... And look how quickly that went. Our income is still only 147. We still would not be able to afford a military building with gold yet. I still don't know what these conquest things are. Is this maybe what it is when I take a hex from him? If I was a game designer, I'd make it work like that. Alright, so let's start taking hexes from him. Mortar is only... Oh, range 2. That's a terrible range. Alright, but if we can build... Yeah, look at this. Altitude 0. Oh, okay. I wanted to get up on... Oh, look. So look here. Watch this. We're going to put this camp here, which will put us on this pedestal. He has nothing. This is altitude 2. He can't reach up to that unless he takes it. At any rate, this is going to be... We're going to basically have a commanding view to start damaging his population. Look at that. That'll be great. Let's push out from here, and then from here as well, and there. So let's see, actually, do we want to... Yep, that's maybe worth grabbing. I mean, what else are we going to spend these on, actually? So, yeah. Although, how much is... Oh, 50. Alright, so basically we want increments of... Oh, boats. I'm not unclear on boat. Range, population growth. Alright, well, at any rate, we've got 42... 42 of these we can spend, so we can make 8 more camps before we want to start saving for increments of 50. Towers. Oh, towers or castles would also be good. What's his gold income at? Yeah, look at that. That's going to be so unfair when it comes down to the long-term slog. So you can see we've won this, but it's kind of unfair. Everything now is just the mopping up. Oh, and watch this. Let's see. Can I get mortar range 2 tower? No. No. Warship. Wait. Population growth, population damage, building damage. So do I make a chain of boats? Is it like I'm establishing a beachhead? Let's just see. If I put a regular little boat there, I want to spend the... Yeah, that's 5. And then if I put a warship... Oh! Let's put another warship there. Yeah, so you have to make a chain. Alright, well, that kind of makes sense. There, so we're landing. And look at this. So awesome. Oh. Wait, we want to grab these higher points. Let's see. Altitude 2. Yep, so let's... Actually, maybe a mortar. What is the mortar? Population and building damage. He doesn't have any buildings we need. I'd love to grab one of these spots. Castle to push over there? I think that's our best one. And then a castle... Shoot. There's me not understanding how the stupid castles work. Yeah, look at my beach landing here. Oh, look how close I am to winning. Well, that makes sense. I could probably actually win by just grabbing these back. Maybe I could. Let's find out. Because any camp that you place that grabs 5 tiles pays for itself, right? Okay, that's good there. Alright, so I could... Look at that mortar. So that's basically a population... That's 50 of... Alternatively, I could just do a tower. You know, we've got the mortar. Let's use it. Boom. All right. Oh, look at our gold. We can start buying things in gold as well. Might as well. Oh, I bet he's so sad he can't build a mortar. What would that cost in gold? 5,000 gold. He's got 9. And he has 2 clans. Oh, this is sad. I feel bad for beating up on the poor AI who had to start on an archipelago. So now let's see. Do we want to... No, we don't want to demolish that, just in case. What are my ships doing? Oh, look there. Now, when are they going to make me a beachhead? Population growth 500. Oh, versus the 1,000 from that. Well, how can I... I'm unclear how I can land here. If he's exerting with his castle 500 points of population growth, am I supposed to surround it? Let's try that. Yes! Just need to bring a bigger navy. And by the way, so that's now all of my land claims at this point. Let's see, is there anything out here that'll pay for itself? That, oops, that will pay for itself. Alright, now let's go ahead and build, I guess, a tower, right? Oh shoot, I just accidentally spent my, you know what, that's okay. Go to gold now. I'm gonna cancel. Yeah, he can't make any progress up here. There's no way he can reach me unless he builds up there, and I don't think this is going to let him build up there. What's damaging this? Oh, I think the camps... Yeah, that camp is damaging him a little. Alright, in the meantime, we can just push here till we get our 100%, which is very close. Let's build a citadel. As soon as we can afford it. Oh shoot, quit contesting me. I want to build a citadel up here. Oh, actually build it in... Population growth 500 versus... Oh, over 5... Yeah, okay, watch this. This is going to be fun. Alright, drop that. Destroy this building. We'll give conquest points to one player. Oh, look, I've got 7 conquest points. So it must be, yeah, when you change control of... That's got to be when you change control of these. Why would they... Or maybe it's when you destroy a building. Actually, I bet it's when you destroy a building. How much do things cost? Yeah, we can spend our conquest points here. Oh, look how cheap the citadel is with conquest points. Yeah, because he just got a conquest point for that. Should we put in a mortar here? Because that's conquest. Yeah, that'll finish him off. Yeah. Yeah, take that. Oh, yeah, super easy. And now for a citadel. Boom. Oh, come on. Not 100% yet? What else can we do? We can spend our gold. Yeah, we've got 13,000 gold. Yeah, this is really a pretty unfair demonstration of how things work. Let's put that there. Alright, so that is Radiis. Not Radius. Not Radii. Radiis. I wonder if there's a way to do a skirmish map and make it fair. Map type. So that was just regular. Oh yeah, look at all these. What? I wish there's a tooltip that would tell me what the... Oh, a map containing an unusual amount of fertile tiles. Map containing lots of... Okay. Surreal. Well, we got to see what that is. (16-player, huge, surreal map. Here we go. Hint, place buildings on tiles where the enemy can't reach you. Duh. I guess it just means like completely crazy random. Oh my god, look at this up here. This rock plateau. We actually started in a pretty good area. Are these all fertile? Yeah. Oh, forests. Forests are relatively fertile. Do we see any fertile? So here, fertile, right? With the little white dots, because remember, they're sheep. It's almost like sparkles or daisies. I kind of want to go ahead and keep playing this. All right, let's just see what we can do. So, 19 conquest. Remember, as long as we're grabbing 5 tiles with a camp, they pay for themselves. How about that for the turn time? Ah, you've only got rocks. You're not going to make any money. Oh, but that's kind of cool, though. Even though he's not going to make money, he is earning land claims as well as we are. He managed to get 71. Oh, because he... Look how smart. He maximized how far out he pushed his radius by putting them in a hexagonal configuration. I'm playing as if I had tiles going on here. Very good, yellow player. Player 9 as well. Okay, the AI... Alright, well, yeah, so AI's smarter than me. What else is new? Alright, now we've got 56. This is probably pretty silly to start playing this, but... Yeah, look at that. Oh, he did a Right, of course, he did a factory right off the bat. It would have been 50 of these, so yellow's down to 81. Mm-hmm. Maybe I should do my own factory. Ooh, yeah. Maybe I should do one over here as well. Oh, that's quite the factory. Yeah, take that. Oh, because castles only cost 5? Wait. Right, they cost 5 of the... Alright. Interesting. Well, so you can see, and this is crazy unfair. Look how big and epic the map is. But I do like, you can see, let's see how incomes are going. Green is making a fair bit. Green, light blue, they're making a fair bit. Yeah, look at the money green is making. Deserts. He is going to max out, though. He doesn't have a lot of room for growth. Whereas we, you'll note, have a fair amount of room for growth. We're fighting green in here. Who else is making a lot of money? Light blue. It's being pushed in from 2 areas. Alright. Hey, Silhouette, the game seems to equal the strategic depth and randomness of roll a d6, high number wins. Well, this is the surreal map. Let's look at, and you can save games in progress, by the way. And I don't think it's quite that simple, Hazy Silhouette, because of the way that you can spend the conquest points, not the conquest, but the tile points, whatever they are, the expansion points early on in the game. I think the idea is you're using that to maybe ensure an economy. I don't know. Let's see. By the way, back up. See these custom maps? Use the in-game map creator to make some. You can make fair maps, and I imagine, are there any on the workshop? You guys can't see the workshop now, can you? There's a map. Oh, there's a couple maps there. All right. So I imagine that's where you would make a fair one. You could. Okay, let's look at real quick one of the other, skirmish maps. So that was surreal. Who would want that? Let's see, is there anything that looks like it? Pangea looks like it might be fair. Rainforest. A lot of forest and grass separated by many rivers. All right, so that's your boats. I love map scripts like this. Okay, let's try Pangea. And we'll just see if it does psychotic terrain. Patrick Mullen wants to know if anybody's scribing votes for Wednesday. You can always put them in a comment as well on any video. Um, yeah, like look how it's just a big round. What's the elevation in the center? Oh, is 3 the highest altitude? It looks like it might be. I'm guessing it is. I mean, this one isn't so clear as like where I could see who gets screwed and who doesn't. See, people in the middle kind of get screwed. Are going to get pushed from multiple sides. Oh, red is totally screwed. Yeah, look at that water. So I guess the idea is red would have to use these tile land claim points. Well, it's even then tundra. Yeah, red has basically lost this game. Is it tundra at the top and bottom? It is. Looky there. It's like a Civ map. Oh, you can even see down here in the mini map. Tundra at the top and bottom. It's like the real thing. And it kind of looks like a belt of desert in the middle with some green strips on either side. I like that. Very cool. Alright, so there you go. Thank you guys for watching. This is Radiis. I think they're a French developer. Urban Goose. Just came out on Steam. I believe it's $15, but it's on sale for the next, I think, week or so for probably like 11. Come on by on Monday and we'll do a drawing at 7 p.m. Pacific to determine what we're live streaming on Wednesday. Hope everyone has a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Cheers.